Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back. Today we've got a video on 5 things you should do before the new season. Now this is just some things that will give you a little bit of a step up, a bit of an advantage, bit of pre-planning before going into a new season. So I hope you enjoy, and let's have a look. So the first one, if you haven't seen already, the epic schematic armor has all been changed on the PTR. It is all changed, and some of the set bonuses have made this armor incredibly good. So what I would suggest, and this might ruin the market when this comes out potentially, is if you have a lot of silver saved up, it is time to go in and figure out what weapon you want to play, like long term, and buy out as many of these as you can. Alternatively, if you want to make some money, while these are cheap, you know, there's a few, 700,000 kind of classed as kind of cheap. Longsword, muskets, if you've got it saved up, or if you want to get the set yourself, start purchasing some of the epic schematics. So that would be the first thing I would say to get ready for next season, but that's only if you have a lot of silver. If you don't have a lot of silver, then this is kind of off the list. But if you do, start buying some epic schematics. Get them in your thing, get ready, because you need 8 of them to get the full gear to make it, and then to reforge it to up the stats even further. So you're gonna need 8. Now a lot of people say this is a problem because obviously the degrading, you're going to need more. You're going to need more schematics eventually, that you will do eventually, but because the reforging system. So we'll take this rogue armor for an example. I've had this in the entire season, and I haven't re-rolled. I think I got the legendary gloves actually, like very early on, and I haven't re-rolled them. So these are done the entire season, and I think they start off at 340 endurance. That's up at the top there, and this is the entire season. I play quite a lot. I'm 63 orange for this season, so that's a relatively okay amount of play. And they've gone to 250. So they've probably got a whole nother season in them, maybe even 2, before they fully degrade. The only thing that you will find is if you make an epic schematic weapon and you play a range class, you will go through the weapon very quickly. So keep that in mind. But in terms of armor, it really doesn't degrade that fast. So there is a point that these will last as armor. You will be able to make all the armor, get yourself 8 of them, and then in a season you'll be able to reforge if you need to, or re-roll, because you get enough nowadays to do it. So that's the first one, epic schematics. Number 2 is a bit of a saving up one. Now this is, I'm going to generalize this. I was going to just go for save up your glory scrolls, but we're so close to the end of the season, there's not any chance for you to get any of these anymore. But so throughout the season, every start of the season, I use all my scrolls, and then once I've used them, then I start saving up for the next season. So we got 42 of those, 16 of those. But in general, start getting stuff ready for the fame store. So your general supplies, bits of armor and stuff that you're gonna hold on to. So if you get like an epic weapon or something from doing a siege, don't just sell it or salvage it. Put it to one side, save it for the fame store, to donate it. Easy 200 points right there. So save stuff, like I'm going to be saving these weapons plans. Yeah, they don't add up to much in the donation store, but whatever. Every little helps. Rivets, great for donations to the fame store. I've saved up a lot of trophies throughout this season just by not donating, because I had 20 something thousand points quite early on. I mean, I have been donating, but just not fully. So just enough to get me some artificial stones. That brings me on to them as well. Save up as many artificial stones as possible at this point in time. Just get those sorted and get ready for a big stack, because you won't need to spend them at this point in time, because we're obviously going to the seal system. So your armor, as long as your armor's got high base stats and your weapon's got high base stats, that's what it's going to be running off of. So these can just build up in your inventory, and if you get any of these sort of tomes, save them, because you can use those directly into next season. Instantly get 6,000. For me, I've only got 2 of them, but I can instantly get 6,000 hero XP. That's nice. And also save your unit medals. Sorry, not unit medals, like XP cards, and your unit medals. Save those up as well, because you're going to need them. So yeah, this is more of just a this is more of just a save everything, get it all stacked up. So that's number 2. Number 3 is, because we're going into the seal system, we're obviously going to be against green, blue units only for at least 2 weeks. And what is quite good to have, and what I like to do when we're going into this, is just craft myself, like go out, farm materials, craft myself as many, maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 Scorpios. Purely because the value of Scorpios goes up tenfolds, because in terms of damage and stuff, because the troops are obviously all blue and they burn. So where all the other green ones, maybe not the grape shot, but all the other green ones are kind of pointless, or the culverin, that's useful in some situations. But yeah, the Scorpio, you know, if you're stuck behind a shield wall or whatever, and you just need some artillery to put down that's cheap and you don't really care, can get destroyed straight away if you and it won't matter. You're not going to be annoyed about it. I like to craft a lot of these, so then if I'm in any sieges, it's just a fun thing to put down, and it will actually do quite a lot to disrupt. Yeah, so come and craft yourself a load of Scorpios, and yeah. So the next thing you want to do is you want to save your honor. Honor is going to be very important, purely down to the fact that you can buy these with honor, the rare infantry manual and the random infantry manual, and you can get obviously 5 of these a week, 1 of these a week, but it's going to be very worth saving, because units have now got this, some units have got this mastery system thing going on. So if I go to like quite a halberdiers, they have the mastery system here, and these are going to take those infantry things that you bought with your honor, and you're gonna, so this is going to cost me 10, and you're going to go almost from that. So they've got improved from there. And then what are we getting here? Add another soldier to the unit, so now this is 25. Very nice. Add another soldier, more piercing. Very nice. This is going to cost me 40 of them. Add another soldier. Increases charge damage range by 1.4 meters, and the damage dealt by 600 points. Great. Increases damage versus cavalry by 400, yes. And now this is costing me 60, so you're really going to want to be capping these out every week, buying them as much as you can. Reduce damage from range, lovely. After charging, they automatically take a firm formation. Ooh, very nice. And so this is now going to cost 20 of these. So yeah, that's 20 weeks worth of saving these. There is other ways to get these, but it's just going to be a good thing to have your honor saved. Yeah, so you have your honor saved, and that will enable you to literally just grab these every single week, because you're going to want them. There's a few units that go through this. So yeah, that's number 4. And last but not least is 1, make sure you're getting as high as you possibly can on your battle pass. On the live game at the moment, there is a catch-up event with your weekly challenges, so it's worth jumping on the live game and just grinding out some sieges to get as many of these done as possible, so you can get as many blades ready to go as you can. And then alternatively as well, even come to the Fame store and forget about all the cosmetics. Make sure you're grabbing from last season, if you haven't done it already. Grab your stones, grab your schematics, grab your treaties. You don't need the spouted silver too much. Grab yourself the XP cards, anything that's gonna help, because it's all gonna get refreshed into this season here. Just make sure you're benefiting and spending all your blades on the kind of more character progression. And then when it comes into this season, you will, you can double what you had. So yeah, save your blades. Save your blades. So that's it. That's 5 things I would do to get ready for next season. I hope this helped a little bit, and maybe something you didn't think of to do, or something you forgot to finish off your blades, or something like that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.